Hello, welcome back. This is Jacob, and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play for Reverse 1999. So then, last time we finished off the story for the Midnight Whistle, and that was definitely a story. Holy hell. That was a story of the horrors of war and the fictional horror on top of it with some vampire nonsense in there. And I really enjoyed it. Like I said at the end of the last episode, I really enjoyed that story. It was pretty darn good and pretty emotional on top of that. But yeah, what a story. And today we're gonna be checking out the character story for Rubuska. I don't know what this is gonna be about, if this is gonna be a prequel. I'm presuming by the image we have here, it's literally the image from the beginning of the story. I have a dumb feeling this is gonna be a prequel, because what else could it be, right? Considering that the way the story ends, she's now with that train, with the train, and essentially gonna roam around with them. Also, kind of part of the foundation as well, so I don't think we can get already a sequel, especially again with the story ending on the little hint of obviously of Zemlema going to Vienna and everything. So this has to be a prequel. This is probably a prequel of leading up Rubuska's story to reach the train probably. I have a dumb feeling this is gonna end on her reaching the train, and that's gonna be it. I would have nothing against that, especially if it answers a couple of questions that are left out for her. But we'll see about that. Also, considering this is gonna be the episode about Rubuska's character story, I'm definitely gonna be including the character stuff, the notes, the item descriptions, the interview with quotes Pandora. God, that reveal at the end was probably most impactful thing besides the emotional impact of the story. Holy, that was something else. But we'll get to that in a moment. You guys left a couple of very interesting comments as well, like how you liked what you liked about the story and everything, breakdowns and such. And one such comment who did just that said, comes from XG417, who said, "Absolutely adored this event. Going into this, they got me totally fooled on two things. First, that Rubuska was a true vampire. Hey, same. And second, that this would be a train murder mystery of sorts. Not that I'm complaining about it, I still got taken for one wild ride on the train, with a wholesome ending for sure. Not to mention the insane lore bomb on Utu right at the very end. That was something I didn't see coming at all. They also certainly never held back with the horror in this one, particularly the rather graphic depictions of the horrors of war. Never expected to love the main characters as much as I did, but I guess I should have known better than to think that. Making me care for these characters is Bluepock's speciality. Why did it make it so difficult to skip on their banners, man? I gotta save for the next patch." Oh, do I know the feeling? Do I know the feeling of that? Anyway, personally I like the way they obfuscated Aima's true nature. Sure, there are hints you could pick up throughout the story, but Aima has the markings of a playable character. I definitely agree with that. She's possibly either a mixed or beyond Arcanist, has extraordinary strength, and according to that one trail has insane regenerative abilities. They could have easily added her as the third character for the patch, a playable 5-star, but doing that would have given away the surprise very quickly. Guess they learned a thing or two from Jessica/Anne from 1.2 about that. Hope PP considers bringing her out of NPC jail for the next Halloween patch. They could even create a sequel to this event, one that explores the history with Valentina. I'll add to that last part that you said. They could, if they bring her out of NPC jail, they just need to give her an anecdote, and that anecdote has to be about her time with her uncle, with Piros, and them going to Valentina. Could literally just be an anecdote about them, and it would be, I mean, it would be great. It would be great. It would actually show more about that whole scene of them reaching Valentina and what actually happened. But yeah, Aima is definitely interesting, and yeah, the hints were there. I was already myself suspecting her being probably a vampire from almost the beginning of the story, honestly. The moment they started describing her dainty little figure being able to withhold like a huge mass of people from storming into the train just by herself is kind of like already a giveaway that there's something very wrong with her, if the eye patch is not already giving something away. But yeah, definitely a interesting reveal as well. Rubuska is definitely the thing that I think surprised a lot of people who weren't spoiled in any shape or form. It definitely surprised me, like I said before, and the Utu thing is probably the biggest thing of the whole story, the biggest like lore bomb they had in the whole thing. Everything else is good and connects back, or rather connects into the next stories that lead after this, which is the Echoes in the Mountain stuff with Semmelweis, and obviously the permanent mode, a series of Dusks that continues the whole Valentina train. But yeah, the Utu thing is very interesting, and I do wonder what they're gonna be doing with that in the future. And also kind of crossed my mind as well. Someone had to have the thought. I personally don't have the time to do that, but someone had to have the thought to, upon learning about this, that Pandora is missing, to go probably through every single Pandora mention and stuff that exists, and maybe even potentially scan through all of the character interviews, essentially, on the characters, just to see if there are inconsistencies in writing and the way Pandora speaks to the characters in the interviews, because that could be a dead giveaway that it's a different person. That is definitely a big giveaway. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna remember to do it, but when we start doing these like character things like today and in future episodes, I'm gonna try and pay attention to how Pandora's cadence in text is. if it's kind of like the same as before, or if it's something else, because that's actually hilarious to think about. That maybe they're still conducted by Pandora, but maybe could also be that the vast majority of them have been done by characters like Verity or someone else on the Utu staff that we never met before. Like someone pointed out as well in the comments, Verity is definitely doing the thing of even in front of people, sort of pretending to be probably Pandora. I mean, she has the whole cobweb thing and red lipstick with her, so who knows? Who knows what that could be and what's gonna lead to. I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to that story, but we shall see. But yeah, anyway. XG, thank you very much for the comment. Oh, and yeah, right, before we jump into the story for Rubuska here, very quick as well, in the previous episode and the episode before that, I saw a couple of you bring up that pre-storm protocol this time around has apparently a pretty substantial story, way more than last time. And I'll be quite honest, last time I barely touched the mode. Last time it was around, I barely touched it. I remember a tiny bit from the beginning, but there wasn't really much outside of introduction, and Ulrich was there, and I think Enigma as well, and that was about it. I did have a recommendation to check out, like, I think the recommendation was for the second of 3 endings for the game mode, which I did look up on the wiki, but the wiki really doesn't tell me much, I'll be honest. The wiki's depiction of ending 2 is mostly a play-by-play of pick person A up, bring them back, then look for person B, bring person B back, and then after all of that ordeal, you get to do something else at the ending, and there's a little blurb about something humanitarianism, blah 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 for Laplace big win, yada yada. And I'm like, oh, okay. If I don't think the game mode had any substantial cutscenes. I think it was just like text boxes from characters, right? From what I remember, I remember Ulrich talking, but the things he was talking about was literally just kind of gameplay elements for the most part, outside of him and Enigma being the usual hot and cold towards each other. That was it. But I did have this new one recommended a lot, that it is way more substantial and has way more like story to it. So in today's episode, at the end of the episode, I'll start playing through it, but this is at least last time it was a pretty substantial game mode, so I'm gonna record a portion of it and see what we get from a single run, at least from a single run if nothing else, and how much story there is. I haven't touched this yet, by the way. Last time I had no time to touch it because it was in a very busy time period, and I think I just played it to... What was the reward? I played it for a reward, right? Oh, Ulrich's side tube, right? Was part of the last pre-storm protocol, I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I remember playing it purely to get some reward out of it, and that was it. I think it was the side tube for Ulrich. Anyway, regardless. I'll give it a go. I'll record for today's episode. Today's episode with Rubuska's story alone will already be probably long. So I'll see how much I'm gonna record from the pre-storm protocol in this part. If there's more, if it seems to be pretty substantial, I'll record more in the next episode and see about that. Oh, one final thing before we head into this: the anecdote for Necrologist. I do have it unlocked, the scenes. I zoomed through the whole like minigame aspect of it because I didn't want to read it, as some of you had recommended not reading it because of the fact that it is spoilery in some aspect. I do have the cutscenes unlocked, even though the cutscenes are also very weird. It's pretty short. I don't know when I'm gonna do this, but like the actual anecdote, but it will be for some time in the future. I don't know when. The only problem I have right now is I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read everything of this aspect. I might have to look this portion up on a YouTube video or something, because this is viewable, but it's very short and very quick. So we'll see when we get to that. But yeah. Anyway, Rubuska's character story. Let's see. A shadow's weight. Sew wounds with shadows. Fill eyes with moonlight. In the dead of night they awaken, as the warm candles of home are reignited. Aha. Okay, immediately here. And this background, great. Great. More on that, probably. Alright, let's see. Stewaedess-in-Training. Oh, okay. So it is continuing from where we left off. Well, at least it seems by that title. Alright. Is she then gonna be telling the... or her personal life story to Aima and Corvus, maybe? A train glides across snow-covered plains, the dim glow of a town beginning to emerge from the dark horizon ahead. The Danube dawn.
Stay still.
she says, even though it says stand straight, alright? Alright, is she forcing her into a uniform? A red ball... Oh, or is she knitting a scarf for her? A red ball tumbles from her head, unspooling a long strand of yarn that leads back to the knitting needles in the conductress's hand. Her scarred hands do not pause their work. 12 seconds. Again.
How is that even possible?
What is happening? Oh, is she... Oh, wait, is she making her stand for attention like she needs to learn how to stand still? This bundle of energy. Yarn is round. How can I balance a round thing on my round head for 30 whole seconds?
Of course you can.
By standing properly. You can at least do better than that. I've been keeping this thing on my head forever.
Stewardess, Rubuska.
I trust you have more than 12 seconds of self-control in you. Tell that to a child. Especially a hyperactive child. This isn't to punish you. I'm proving a point. A trained steward's duties are to patrol the cabins, maintain decorum, and provide service. They do not extend to telling stories of vampires, blocking aisles with inane chatter, or hanging upside down from luggage racks.
Stewardess, Rubuska.
Have I hired a stewardess or a bat? Why not both? She puts pointed weight on the word stewardess. I expect you to study your handbook thoroughly, and above all else, that you keep your feet on the ground. Pick up the yarn, wind it back. I'll begin the count again. Oh well. But the passengers were all having so much fun. She mutters the words under her breath, but nonetheless winds up the yarn, before returning the ball to her head. Honestly, she could just... I mean, she does need to have a bit more discipline when in a position like this, but she could leave her just to do her own little thing, right? To have fun. If it entertains the people, especially considering that Rubuska is good with children, she could literally keep them in check on every one of these rides and entertain them. The Den of Dawn churns a flurry of whirling snowflakes that rush past its windows. Passengers doze, some write letters in the dim lamplight, and others fold creases into Christmas wrapping paper. Who's sleeping? The stewardess-in-training rubs her sore neck as she slips through the cabin, pausing to lift a dropped blanket back onto a sleeping passenger. With a yawn, all memory of her posture training fades, as her limbs and back droop into a comfortable tilt.
Ruby.
Rubuska, the conductress let you go so soon? How did it go? Ima holds an empty kettle. Her concerns for the trainee's progress is genuine. It could have been worse. Did she quiz you on the safety manual? Section 10? The two stewardesses whisper as they walk side by side down the aisle, mindful not to disturb the passengers around them. Tomorrow she's going to have me balance too.
How is that even possible?
It doesn't make any sense. Ima, did she ever make you balance yarn? Huh? No, never. But I have helped the conductress wind her yarn when she's busy. No matter how late work runs, she always finds time to knit. I don't think Ima ever had to do that. Ima's gentle, normal nature is kind of like already where it should be. The young stewardess drops her gaze, as if caught in a peaceful memory. Why is she always knitting anyway? Don't tell me she's planning to make the whole train a scarf? That'll be cute. Her companion can't help but giggle. She has much to handle in a day. The Den of Dawn wouldn't be able to run without her. She once told me knitting gave her a chance to wind her thoughts. Don't we all have something that we do that just lets us decompress? I'd say she's thinking about far too many things. She looks around at the room full of knitted pieces, where even the tiniest ornaments on the table are dressed in finely stitched covers. No more hanging upside down in the cabins. I never want to balance another ball again. She's always so busy. You'd think she wouldn't find the time to correct all of my little mistakes. Rubuska reaches her desk and pulls out a stack of letter paper. One hand rummages from the lamp as she bites down on the cap on her pen and twists it off. Is she making a copy out of the safety manual again? No, or well, that can wait. I'm writing to Annabelle and the others. I'm going to drop it in the postbox in the next station. I hope it will reach them in time. As long as you post it before noon, it should reach Budapest in 5 days. The young stewardess, ever quick with calculations, does the math in an instant.
Perfect!
Great. I promised Annabelle my letter would reach her before Christmas Eve. Last time I told her the story of Arnold VI. Letters were dropped into the station post boxes, and later replies came fluttering back from Budapest. Without realizing it, she had already told the stories of Arnold the Vampire 1 through 6. Wow. Well, then the next story must be about Arnold VII's descendant, Rubuska first.
Oh!
Huh? Rubuska the First? What's wrong? Nothing. Right, next comes the story of Rubuska the First. Oh boy. Her pen trembles, a drip of ink swivels onto the page, but the writer reacts fast enough to keep it off her clean white paper. The story seems to be stuck like dry ink in her pen until, at last, she forces it to flow.
Alright then.
Right then, time to tell of the greatest vampire of this century, Arnold VI's descendant, Rubuska the First. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be that story. Dear Annabelle. Oh god. Rubuska the First was born into a mighty vampire clan, a life of plenty, joy and laughter. But fate tested her early.
Don't worry.
Early. For her strength showed itself too soon. Hey, don't worry. Every vampire must face trials in their life. Oh god. Oh no, this is gonna be... This is gonna be...
Dear.
Oh, Rubuska's mom actually showing a character from the front. Oh no, this is gonna be silly with some probably very dark undertones, huh? My beloved, Count Arnold the Bloodthirsty might invite you to join us for supper. We intend to find a scrumptious human feast. Or, oh, is this gonna be... Ooh, yeah, I think this is gonna be what I expected this to be. The family's still playing into the vampire stuff, right? They don't have the red eyes or anything, so this is not her imagination. But it's gonna play up to what's gonna happen with the war, and then probably Rubuska finding the train. Anyway. Why, it would be my honor, my lady. We vampires have crept in the shadows of this new world for too long, and I can already smell their fear. Oh, look who else has joined our table. Our most infamous young vampire, Rubuska. And this one too. Another shadow.
Shining representatives of the new generation.
Okay, random voice line. Another shadow to linger in the night. Collio, a most promising vampire indeed. What a splendid age for our kind. The smiling mother sets plates on the table covered by a warm cloth. On them, a spoonful of beans, sauerkraut, alright, and chunks of boiled potato.
Wow!
Holy shit, Collio gets an image? Alright, I should not be surprised. Adorable, okay, definitely Rubuska's brother. Okay. And then there's Rubuska. My lady, might I request something other than these, beans? Beans? Don't tell that to anybody else. Why, my darling Buska, do you mean that you don't care for these delicious tiny human livers? They're good for a growing vampire. This family. This family. Alright. Besides, a shadow slithers up the table's edge, forming the shape of a rabbit, then a cat, a dog, a cow? The shadows come alive, circling Rubuska's plate, pecking at the damp gray-yellow beans. See how the shadows love them?
Now, would they?
Feast, Buska darling. It would be impolite to refuse such a bountiful gift. Indeed. Lady Rubuska, I know you must long for the days when we longed in the finest silks and supped on only the most tender cuts of flesh. But to be strong, a vampire must have a rich diet, including these tiny livers.
Come on.
The entire family was very theatrical, huh? You are right, my lord. Much better, my darling. We must sup on more than blood alone to sustain an immortal life. Savor all of life's many colors and wonders, my dear.
My dear children.
Eat well, my children. The glow of her arcane skill fades and the small shadows sink back into the threadbare tablecloth. Rubuska's eyes flit over her mother's hand, resting on her worn gold ring, then to the plate before her. Once the finest china, now chipped and cracked. The roof leaks, the table creaks, and in the corner lies the cramped and sagging bed they share. It seems to mean nothing when she returns to the cheerful smiles of her parents. Her home is smaller now, but it is still home. That is very wholesome, with a tinge of sadness, but very wholesome. In the still night, Arnold V prowls his lands. The beasts awake from their slumber, sniffing his outstretched hand, knowing his strength and his justice. Tiny shadows flicker again in the warm grey corner, black silhouettes of animals hopping merrily through the dim room.
They sing and dance.
They leap and call from dusk to the breaking of daylight, and Arnold roams with them, bringing peace to auto-scrolling. Bringing peace to all beneath the canopy of his twilight forest. The children watch a shadow of theater this breathing in my ear right now. Performance as they huddle together beneath the covers, lulled to sleep by their mother's gentle voice. But the sweet weight of sleep is ripped from them by the hammer of gunfire. Mama, it's starting again.
Shh, children.
Hush, my child. We must stay quiet. Will they leave? Her voice is nearly a whisper tinted with fear. The gunfire erupts again, closer now, so close it seems ready to pierce the walls of their tiny sanctum. Yet even that whisper is enough for her mother to clamp a hand on her mouth. The enemy has occupied their town. Sleep now, child. Sleep. The hammering continues, never frequent enough to become a rhythm, never rare enough to settle. She presses her hand over her daughter's eyes, her wavering voice whispering a promise neither believes.
They'll leave soon. Very soon.
It will be over soon. Very soon. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep, this is gonna be exactly the story that I thought it's gonna be. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Whew. Well, let's keep going then. Fate's bitter... Fate's bitter beans! Someone read the story to 37. Someone read the story to 37. Just for the reactions about the beans. But the end would come sooner than we thought. Count Arnold VI and the Countess have, for now, fallen asleep. Alright.
Where's Tatko?
Oh yeah, how does she say that? Datko? Am I hearing it correctly? I was trying to hear it before as well. Hold on, let me hear it.
Where's Tatko? Where's Tatko?
I honestly cannot pick it out. Is it dot ko or go? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just so I'm not mispronouncing it, I'm just gonna go with that. It's already dark. Why hasn't he come home? Did he get lost in the forest? I hope not. Imagine the great Count Arnold lost in his own Twilight realm. Her mother sets down 3 plates as the girl giggles to herself, each with a meager pile of livers that have gone from yellow to grey. Ugh. Mama, the shadows. Eat your dinner. Her voice is thin and rasps with each word. No shadows come out to play. A sudden violent pounding rattles the door. Uh-oh. Mama! Her hand shoots out to cover the boy's mouth, muffling his frightened whimper. Rubuska, quick, take your brother and hide. Shh. Not a sound. Don't you dare make a sound. The words come out as a sharp breath. Her face twists with terror. The pounding at the door grows louder. Collier, quiet, quiet.
Mama!
Come with me. The woman's steps are soft and shaky as she moves toward the door. Rubuska throws open their small wardrobe and tucks her little brother inside.
Don't make a sound.
Not a sound, Collio. Not a single sound. Sister. His eyes brim with tears as he is shut inside the cramped darkness. There is no time for her to find a place of her own, so she crawls beneath the sagging bed. Holy shit. The door gives way with a crack. Wind, the stench of gunpowder, and the smell of blood pour into the one-room house. Night patrol? Who is in this house?
Just me.
Is anyone from the militia hiding here? Answer honestly. I don't know anyone in the militia. Please, you're looking in the wrong place. Ow, did he smack her? He smacked her, didn't he? From under the sofa, the girl hears her mother scream. She clamps her shaking hand tightly over her mouth. The screaming stops. Heavy boots storm into the house, objects smash onto the floor, doors and cabinets fly open. A strange face appears at the edge of the bed. She chokes, and in the dark, wedged beneath the sagging mattress, she manages to avoid notice. Jesus Christ. 2 children, frail from hunger, squeeze into impossibly tight spaces, escape their search, and by that, escape capture. Nothing! The bastard got away!
Shoot!
Damn it! The footsteps draw close to the door, yet before it closes, a small sound cuts out from the little wardrobe. Oh no, Collio. Collio has never once complained about his beans. That good behavior may now spell his doom. What was that? There's someone else in here! Boots rush back inside, closing in on the source. The small wardrobe is flung open. Uh-oh!
Mama!
A child! His son! No doubt about it! Take him! Collio is thrown to the floor. Rubuska sees it all, paralyzed with terror. Mama, Collio. The door slams shut. Well. Well then. Street combat zone. The militia launches a final desperate effort against the occupiers, but disorganized and underprepared, their attempt at liberation turns into a final massacre. Rubuska staggers over once familiar fields toward an outcropping, avoiding bodies that stare up at her with vacant eyes, until in the distance she spots them, her parents kneeling together before a line of men holding rifles. Oh good. Oh, they're getting executed. Oh, great. So her dad was part of the militia, huh, or something. Or they believed he's part of the militia, I guess. I don't know. They haven't really clarified it here. Oh, God. Dad. Mama. Rubuska. Mama! A soldier forces her mother back to the ground. She runs faster toward them. Rubuska.
Rubuska! Run!
Yep.
Mama!
Yep. And rip. Her mother's eyes are two black pits. Muscles twist across her face, an image of dark horror rubbing every trace of warmth from her face. She freezes in her step. She wants more than anything to run toward her parents. She doesn't want to listen, yet her body does what her mind cannot. She feels herself stumble back, adrenaline surging through her veins as she turns and runs. Bullets pepper the ground around her, throwing up clouds of dust, followed by another deafening blast. Whew!
Mama? Taco?
Good God. Good God. Okay. What should I do? The town is burning. Smoke rises into the sky and rain comes down. The thunder of war drowning out her thoughts and the screams of the dying. She searches desperately for her brother, only to come upon a scene of horror. Sister, my legs. Can't move them. It's fine, I'll carry you, Collier. We'll find Mama and Dad together. Sister, everything hurts. I'm actually surprised that they're not using some of the voice lines from the actual story here, because a lot of it is overlapping actually. Anyway, we'll go home, Collier. Just don't fall asleep, please. Talk to me, Collier. She pulls him onto her back and carries him across the blood-soaked ground, unsure of where she's going, hoping vainly to find sanctuary. Her brother moans with every step at first, until he falls limp and quiet. She awakens in a jolt, unsure of whether from sleep or a daze, unsure even of the passage of time. The night passes as she struggles toward home. Her legs are bruised and sore, and her brother has fallen silent.
Mama? Taco? Where are you? Collier.
Wake up. Enough sleeping. No more beans tonight, okay? We'll have some nice warm potatoes instead. The air is choked with ash. She studies the bodies lying in the filthy street, one by one searching their faces, caught between hoping to recognize them and fearing she will.
Mama.
She returns to the field. An old man lifts bodies onto a wooden pushcart, closing their eyes as he does. A childish thought comforts her. They're only sleeping, she says. They're only sleeping. Not to go too much off track here, I just wanted to add, every time, from the moment I learned about this, but every time when a story or a movie, I know the symbolism, but every time a story or a movie brings up the whole thing of closing someone's eyes as they die, that doesn't work. That unless you can do it in the moment rigor mortis hits in, that doesn't work. Yeah. Anyway.
Collier.
Let me sit you down first, okay? I'll have to find Mama and Dad. What would Mama say if she saw you lying about like this? This is no time for sleeping. Child, he is already... 1 second, Grandpa.
Come on.
Was that Collier? Yes, of course. I'll put you down here. By the way, just to note here, her eyes keep changing like that little shape in the middle. Like, when she's like excited, she has that little like star in the middle. But now when she's like emotionally... What would be the good word? Emotionally confused, I guess, or something, or just not there mentally. She has like normal looking eyes, which is very interesting. I don't know if it's a stylish choice just to indicate emotions, but there's definitely a difference. His body slumps off her like a stone.
Now go to bed, little brother. I'll be back in just a moment.
Her voice cuts off as her eyes catch on something in the old man's cart. Her parents lie there side by side, eyes closed. God. Uh-huh.
That's...
Your parents?
Yes, Mama, Dad.
I'm sorry, child.
What?
Why?
Why are you sorry?
The words come out blank, without a tinge of emotion. They're dead, girl. A simple mistake for a human, of course. Those ashen faces and their still unbreathing bodies.
They're not dead.
They're just asleep.
A child runs through her... A chill runs through her as blood drains from her face. Bloodless lips tremble as she bites her tongue. She kneels, letting her hands brush over her face... letting her hands brush over each of their cold faces, straightening their hair and their torn clothes.
They're just asleep.
Mama, Dad, Colio. It will be alright. Just sleep for now.
Oh boy. The rain starts again. Oh boy. Oh boy. What a lovely story. What a lovely story. Ha 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 ha. It's just... Okay, I decompressed for a second. Let's go. Let's continue. Dancing with Darkness. Oh boy. Cemetery. Nice. Now we're gonna do this bit. The cart creaks under its heavy load as it wheels toward a wide pit. There's no space left on the cemetery grounds.
Dad, you can sleep here. Mama on the right, and Colio, I know you choose the middle.
Her small hands clutch a rough branch, digging out a shallow spot in the pit. She can't make it much bigger, but it's enough. Just like their old cramped bed in their shabby old home. But as she lays them down, it feels different. There's no warmth in this bed.
Sleep now.
It's alright, Mama. Tonight I'll blow out the candle for you.
Dirt falls over their faces, and she dutifully wipes it off. Her cracked hands not numb enough to deny the coldness.
Oh, you're freezing.
Mama.
Mama, we should have laid the quilts to dry in the sun. You always say everyone deserves a warm bed, even vampires.
I know what to do.
Wait, I know what to do.
She curls her arms into a cradle, gathering layers and layers of fallen leaves and twigs. Anything she can use to cover them, until she can't see their wounds. It isn't a warm quilt, but now at least they seem peaceful, and the girl nods with satisfaction.
Mm-hmm. Not cold anymore, right? I should sleep too. Mama, Dad, can I be in the middle with Colio?
She lies down in the pit, nestling herself into the space between their bodies, remembering the snowy nights where they huddled together, safe and warm. Mama would tell her stories in her soft, sweet voice until they drifted off. The night deepens. The girl closes her eyes with a smile. I'm okay. Oh god, what now?
Rubuska!
Farmland? Oh, is this back at home?
Bushka, the birds are pecking at our crops. Huh. We'll see about that.
The girl skips forward, then breaks into a dash over the field, startling a flock of birds.
Stay away, or I'll deal with you myself.
The flock lingers overhead as the child below waves her small fists.
Rubuska!
Maybe the birds are just hungry.
Hunger is a feeling these children know well. They've grown up in the midst of war.
Kolio!
But we can't let them eat. They'll leave nothing for us. Maybe once the harvest comes, we can share. But not now. Go on, stay away from our crops.
The flock splits into smaller squadrons, diving back to the field. The children run hard, screaming and yelling to drive them away.
Kolio, swing your arms, don't be afraid. Sister, they're pecking me. I'll help you.
Get
Go-
off them!
Go away.
Go away!
Stop eating.
Oh god, is she gonna wake up to like crows picking at her parents and brother? Please no. Rubuska scrambles to protect her brother.
If only there were 4 of me. 4 of me? That's it!
She pulls out her flute and blows a note. Shadows rise up from the ground.
Kolio, don't be afraid. I'm here to help.
Rubuska!
Your shadows are so tall. There's a Rubuska, and a dad, and a mama, and even another Kolio.
Oh. I should take another look at her shadow figures in that old... I don't think... Is it her family? I can't remember right now.
I can't make that many. Darn you birds. Even pecking at shadows.
The birds are fearless. Uh-oh. A sharp, acrid stench jolts her awake.
Kolio.
Mama.
Oh boy. Uh-huh.
It was just a dream?
Her stomach gnaws with hunger as she adjusts her eyes to the light of day, only to be confronted by a carrion bird perched on the ridge of the pit, pecking at her family. Yep, I was right. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, away!
Get off them! Go away!
Thank you. She screams, flailing her trembling arms at the bird. But the bird fights back, beating its wings and stabbing at her with its sharp beak.
How?
No! No!
Staggering to her feet, she seizes a stone and hurls it at the bird. I hope it's not a raven. If you attack a raven, they are gonna be pissed.
Don't hurt my mama.
Get off them! Go away!
Don't you ever do that again.
The bird dodges these stones and veers away, circling high above the cemetery. Rubuska stands frozen in place, stunned. Reality pressed in, inescapable.
Mama? Don't go.
Oh boy.
Kolio.
Oh boy.
Don't go. Don't leave me alone here.
Oh boy. You need to bury them, child. The old man lowers his cart, another pile of dead taller than the last. The old man is hunched over, having exhausted his fading strength.
Bury?
Yes.
Yes, their bodies have already begun to,
But... They're just sleeping.
She tries again, desperate to plead for her family, not wanting to hear that awful word again. You poor thing. I know it's hard to admit it. They'll never open their eyes again. It's the same for all these others.
No. They're not the same.
But they're different!
She leaps up to protest, but her weakness pulls her back to the ground.
We're vampires. We can't die.
I can prove it!
Uh-huh. The girl pulls a flute from her pocket, fingers trembling as she blows the first note. Following her wavering melody, a shadow slides down to the pit, then rises up from their cold bodies, taking on 3 familiar forms.
Rubuska, my darling, why do you look so afraid, so sad?
Lady Rubuska, do you not know this isn't eternal sleep, but only a trial?
Of course. A vampire's strength must be tested. My child, we need you.
You need to rouse us from our slumber, to rouse us from this darkness.
Sister, hurry, free us. Don't let these birds peck at us anymore. Rubuska, my dear Rubuska, my lovely girl, Mama loves you most of all.
Oh, God. This is hard to read. This is hard to read. This is hard to read and stay in character right now. Boy, oh boy. Ugh. Especially thinking that this is her herself saying these lines technically. Dear Rubuska, you must not forget us.
I promise!
Uh-huh.
Colio, I'll never leave your side. Those birds will never dare touch you again.
She swears each promise in turn, but before her words are even finished, the shadows scatter, melting away.
See? They can't be dead. They can speak. They're here. Death can never touch us. Never. Mama, Dad, Colio,
I promise!
I'll find a way to wake you.
Child, if thinking this way helps you bear it. He looks down at the poor Arcanist child who has lost her entire family. There is no point in trying to comfort her. He just takes up his cart again and trudges away under the weight. Oh boy. Oh boy! I feel like I need a drink already. Okay. Let's keep going. Shadow Theater.
Just like that.
And so, the great Rubuska discovered a way to speak with her kin, vampires enduring their trials in the darkness through shadows.
Again, this is a story and a letter of how she lost her family and came to where she is right now, and she's writing that to her friend, who is around the same age as her, a child. I mean, they both went through crap and war and stuff, but, oh boy. Oh boy.
But this was only the beginning of her own challenge. Once again, she called on her uncanny wit, searching, sensing, until at last she found a way to deliver them from the dark.
Oh boy. Here comes the blood scene, right? Oh, another child.
Mama, I want to run off again. Please wake up, Mama, please. Grandpa, they burned down the house. There's nothing left. And Sister's gone too. Now it's just me. Grandpa, what should I do?
The cemetery fills with more and more bodies, packed tightly together. Soon the dead outnumber the living. Morning floods in over morning. Oh, morning floods in over morning. Benka, My son. I'll avenge you, I swear it. Sleep now. Sleep, my dear. Go to that place where there's no pain. Where tears will never fall again. Good God. Good God.
Dad, how did you lose your way in the forest? And how did you get out again? We waited for you 5 whole days. I must say, holding a feast without the great Count Arnold was most dreary. Oh, shh. Yes, I know. The venerable vampire Count lost in the woods, not the most dignified tale to spread, is it?
In the corner of the cemetery, her voice takes on a light, playful lilt as she speaks to the shadows.
Now, you live in the shadows. That means we'll never be apart again.
Polio!
Collio, you want your shadow to be taller?
She lifts her flute, and as the melody strings together, her Collio stretches up taller and taller.
Come on.
Alright. I know you'll grow big and strong just like this.
She continues to grow his shadow until Collio takes on the form of a young man. She can't help but giggle.
Mama, is this what our Collio will look like all grown up?
She lies down in between her family's bodies, whispering softly to their shadows. Yet one shadow stays silent. It is small, curled up in the corner, with long hair falling over it. She chooses a clear day to cut away her long hair.
In the light of the blood moon, they rise and stride under the veil of night. Freely they live, without fear of death, for through blood they live forevermore.
The shadow speaks in a childlike tone, retelling the words of their bedtime story for what feels like the 1000th time. The girl mimics her younger self, imagining the warm bed, the patterned plates slick with gravy, and the candle blown out at the story's end.
Mama, Dad, Collio, your souls will never fade. Not until the end of the story, and even long after the story has ended. Long after the story has ended.
That's right.
As long as your souls are here, we'll always be together. I swear I'll never let anything harm you again.
After driving the birds away, she gathers rainwater and berries, arranging a little feast for her family. She eats only her portion despite her growing hunger and lies back waiting for sleep to overtake her. What's next?
No.
Wait. This one's still alive. There's a girl sleeping here. My God. Poor thing. The firelight breaks a patch of the night. The sleeping girl stirs awake at their voices sitting up warily.
You...
What do you want?
Oh boy. She sits covered in mud and dirt, hugging her knees, cheeks sunken, eyes like black hollows.
You should...
Child, I think it's time you said goodbye to her family. Just as we must do, too. Pray for them, won't you? Pray their souls have already found peace. The torchlight wavers over their closed eyes. Their bodies are still and rotted, but she cannot accept the plain truth.
You're wrong.
Their souls are right here. Child.
The woman's voice is calm and nurturing. Yet Rubuska pierces the night with a sharp note, as a familiar, desperate melody follows, and black shadows rise against the night. In the glow of the flames, the outlines sharpen, like living figures standing over their lifeless forms. Oh boy. I'm gonna be saying that a lot throughout this part. Oh! There is a minigame here? Alright, goal. Restore your father's shadow, restore your mother's shadow, restore your brother's shadow. What? Call upon the memory of your loved ones and trace the shape of their presence. Oh, I see. Connect memory points to reconstruct their shadow. You can recall their silhouettes from the depths of memory, but doing so will interrupt your arcane skill. Oh boy. Oh, lovely. Oh, I need to do it piece by piece, click by click. I cannot just... Oh, I can. Okay, never mind. Oh, well, this is fun. Well, this is fun. Oh god, why? Uh-huh. Yeah. Thanks, Blue Pock. I'm having a lot of fun right now. Oh, you dinguses. You dinguses. What is this minigame? What is this torturous minigame? Ugh. My dearest girl, why do you look so afraid? Has something disturbed our rest? Don't be afraid, Rubuska. We can take care of things now. No one will harm you.
Sis, I'm not scared of the dark anymore, because now we live in it. I'm all black, see?
Golio waves his little shadow hand, curious and playful.
Mama, Dad, no one disturbed me. I just wanted to tell them, your souls are still here.
Those who lost loved ones stand in silence, unable to comprehend the scene before them. Oh, of course, my dear. The souls of vampires are eternal and undying. I may have embellished some of my stories, but that part is beyond doubt. That's why loneliness can never touch a vampire, my child. And if you ever feel sad, we can always meet in this way, here in the place where shadow meets the light.
Sis, if we can't hug anymore or keep warm together, we can still watch shadow theater and play hide and seek.
That's right!
Of course, Kolio. Mama, Dad, Kolio, you're still here with me. You never left.
Child, do these souls really, truly remain? The three bodies have begun to lose their features to rot and exposure, yet the shadows and she conjures feel vivid, alive. But they do not speak, not really. She only shapes their voices with her own, mimicking their tones as if all three souls were speaking from within her.
We are a vampire family, you see. They just temporarily stepped into the night. But our souls can never be parted.
Pale and dizzy with hunger, she still speaks with total conviction.
Then could you, help me? Could you bring my child back? Let me see her again. Oh, my Milena. I just want to see her one more time. She was gone before I could say a single word.
She buries her face in her hands, weeping. And my Penka. His body wasn't even whole when he died. Oh, Jesus Christ. Woof. Who could do such a thing to a boy? He was only 7.
Please.
Please, child, let me speak with him just once more. Oh, boy.
Please, I want my mama to come back too. If only Grandpa were still here.
Their pleading eyes weigh heavy on the girl, pressing down like a tide. She is their last hope. They do not ask for eternal life, just one final moment, one last meeting.
My child, you should help them. There's been so much loss here. I believe we can do it. You've already found a way to reach us again.
Rubuska, this is why vampires are strong. We are united, and in that we are eternal.
Mama, Dad, you're right.
At last, faint smiles and hope return to their pale faces. Before them, the girl stands as a symbol of salvation. Oh boy. This will either go well and it will give these people peace, or it will backfire tremendously. Oh boy. I need a drink. Alright. Let's continue. What was lost is found. Good God. Blue Pock is gonna make me into a raging alcoholic with these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She takes on the burden, continuing softly with a solemn expression. To call back souls that have strayed into the dark, I must understand them. And souls hide in shadows, so there must be enough light.
When the moonlight hits their grave, they'll find their way back.
Uh-huh, okay. Flashbang. My eyes. Oh?
I'm so
a memory?
proud of you.
Oh, Buska, you've inherited my skills with shadow. How wonderful. For the first time, the child reshapes her own shadow, turning it into a crooked circle.
Mama.
Mama, I want to make animals too. My dear Buska, we must begin with the simplest things first.
A circle, a triangle, sorry, a table, a tree. Under the candlelight, her little hands fumble at shadow shapes, painting with the darkness.
Play your flute, child. The first time I dwelt within your shadows, I did the same. Let them shift and leap with each note, so they might become what you love most.
The girl blows a note, then another. On the wall, shadows jolt to the broken melody, hopping with every sound.
Very good, Buska.
Wow.
This is so fun, Mama. That's Colia. That's Dad.
She plays her melody, bending light and shadow, shaping all the things she loves most.
And last is Mama. Mama! Oh, dear Buska, do I really look like this? Mama's face.
Uh-huh. Oh. This is a different filter all of a sudden.
Rubuska, my darling. Look at me. Do I look like this?
This is what Mama looks like.
Thanks, Mom. How's it going? Very nice to see you again. You did some stuff with your hair, didn't you? Lovely. I love the streak of red. And the eyeliner. Yay. The girl lifts her gaze. In the gentle yellow glow, Mama's brow splits open, revealing a dark red hole seeping blood. Her face twists, muscles contorting, jaw clattering open and shut like a machine as it presses close to Rubuska. Lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Mama!
Oh, fuck's sake. Can we be done with this? Can we be done with this? Can we go back to the train and to the happy-go-lucky times? Moonlight pours into the cemetery. She murmurs beneath its silvery glow, walking past row upon row of bodies. They're already rotting, but the living wander beside their dead, clinging to a new hope.
Child, might I see my Milena tonight?
It's Penka's birthday. How is he feeling now? Oh, how I long to see him once more.
Grandpa, I found my sister. She's sleeping, just like you.
Oh boy.
Miss, will my mama ever open her eyes? I just want to hold her again.
Woof. She has come to know the lives, passions, and memories left behind by the dead and their unfulfilled wishes. Day and night she practices her arcane skill, preparing to call these wandering souls into new shadowy bodies, just as she had done for her family.
I will summon their souls and wake them again.
She climbs the tree. Though her hands and feet still tremble from weakness, she is light enough to pull herself up onto a branch. Oh, an actual picture. She takes a deep breath and plays her 7-holed flute underneath the moonlight. Her shadow spreads out beneath her like an overflowing pool, flowing into these silent bodies and slowly standing them up. Oh god. Oh, we're doing this again. The part of the A, B, C, and D. Oh god, hold on, I only saw that for a second, okay. Oh boy, I'll connect the dots. Boy, oh boy. This reminds me of... not in a morbid way, but this reminds me of... this is the grandpa. Reminds me of the... those old, like... picture books, or how do you call them? Draw by lines or something. I don't know what they're called actually in English. But, essentially those books where you connect the dots and it forms a picture that I had as a kid, and then you color the picture out when you're done with it. This is like it, just very morbid. Very morbid and sad. Very sad. Oh, another unique picture, okay.
Milena, my god, my child. Mama. Why are you crying, Mama? Because you've come back, my darling. You've returned to me. You don't have to be afraid anymore, Milena. Mama, everything was dark. It was so strange. I feel heavy and light, like I was here and gone, but now I'm inside the shadows. I wish I could hold you again, Mama. Milena, why not? I want to hold you tight again, my dear.
She stretches out her arms, sharing a hollow embrace with the shadow of her child.
Mama, this feels so nice.
Oh.
Oh, Milena, me too. Mama feels the same.
Penka! Penka! I'm here.
Oh.
Papa, did you bring food for Terrell? He keeps howling. I couldn't sleep.
The shadow of a shepherd dog happily circles beside a boy. Penka! Travel is with you. So loyal.
Of course.
Of course, he was always right beside me.
Oh, you look well.
Great.
You look intact. Right, his child was blown to bits. I'm so glad. I couldn't find your right hand. I hope you won't be angry with me.
How could I, Papa? I'm with Terrell here. We're safe. And we both miss you.
Penka. The man breaks down sobbing.
Mama, I'm so scared. Will you come back? I will always be here for you, don't cry. Grandpa!
Jordan, how's our land? Oh Lord, let the rain fall steadily this year. These old bones of mine won't be hauling water anymore. Don't cry, child. I don't need to eat or drink now. Much easier that way.
You're so silly, Grandpa.
In the graveyard, shadows stand tall. Through the girl's mouth in the tree, the dead once again commune with the living. Rubuska's face is pale, her forehead covered in fine sweat. Even near collapse, she still pushes herself to maintain the shadows.
My dear.
My darling, you've awakened so many souls.
Newborn vampires! I doubt they ever truly knew a vampire before, or imagined they become one themselves.
Wow.
Doggy. Mama, Dad, and Kolya, you'll never be alone again.
Far from it. This place is lovelier than ever. Even the balls at Castle Argus would pale in comparison. I'm not gonna lie, when I read the word balls, something else went through my head. Anyway.
I think it's our duty to take responsibility, to guide them, to care for them. After all, our lives are eternal, and their path has only just begun.
That's right!
Yes. Mama, Dad, we must stay close together. No matter whether we walk in light or in shadow.
She sits in the tree, watching the shadows as they stir the hearts of survivors, giving courage and hope to carry on. Until a shot rips through the night. What are you doing here? The shadows scatter with the sound dissolving into the night, and the living jolt in panic as if being ripped from a dream. Oh boy, here comes the military. Ready to do batshit insane stuff again. Oh god. Oh, this is a story. This is a story. I'll say this, I'm at least happy that it's going fast. Or I'm just buckling down to make it faster, I don't know. I don't know, I just want it to be over. I just want this to be over. Let's reach the present time again, please. The night it burned. Oh god, what now? Oh yeah, didn't the cemetery got turned on fire again as well? Oh.
Just like that.
And so, the great vampire Rubuska began gathering more companions. Together they resisted the darkness, resisted eternal slumber. They were close to victory. Of course, their trials would go far beyond this.
What are you all doing here?
Oh no!
Did you forget the curfew? Civilians are not allowed out at night. Hands up! The cold muzzles of rifles are raised, aimed at the unarmed civilians. Step forward one at a time. No running. Keep still. The soldiers raise their lights, checking the gathered people for any hint of rebellion. Suspicious. Oh. Before they can approach, a sharp note cuts through the air as a shadow sweeps past them. What the hell was that? Run! Our birds burst out from her perch on the tree. The mourners freeze for a moment, stunned by the weight of the moment, until at last they break into a desperate run, scattering, ignoring the rifles pointed at them.
Right there!
In a tree! And there! Gunfire erupts, but the black shadow throws off their aim. Bullets fly off harmlessly to the sky. I can't see a thing! Don't let them get away! The soldiers chase after the shadows as they dart in every direction, giving the civilians precious time to escape. Damn it! Commander, I think these must be the bodies of their families. Ugh, they rot disgusting. They've just been here watching them? The graveyard reeks of rotten death. The soldiers roughly prod at the corpses with their boots. Burn them! Burn them all! The decayed bodies are piled together. Fire catches on cloth first, then air, then skin. Flames roar high, smoke billows up until it swallows the pale moon. The graveyard glows blood red. Wait for them to return. We'll stage a lovely reunion. Aren't you the peachiest assholes? Aren't you the peachiest? Good job.
Milena, my child, I'm sorry. Mama.
Shoot. A pack of devils. Damn bastards. They're burning hell. In hell, my son.
Grandpa, the fire's burning again. Just like when they burned our homes. Now they burned you and Sis too. Everything's gone.
The air fills with grief, hatred, and pain. Rubuska retreats into the forest as the fire devours what is left of her family, the rising flames turning the graveyard into a hellish scene.
You can't just burn away the souls of vampires.
No fire ever could.
She affirms those words with complete conviction.
They don't need their bodies. Nothing can destroy them completely. Because their souls have entered the shadows, and shadows can't be destroyed.
In the light of the blood moon, they rise and stride under the veil of night. Freely they live, without fear of death. For through blood they live forevermore.
She lifts the flute to her lips. Firelight dances across her face, and she plays a tune as it flickers. Black shadows rise. 1, 2, 3. They stand in silence, remaining beside their loved ones in another form. Her song becomes a requiem, mourning the perished and their homeland left in ruins. Again, I'm just happy the cutscenes are fast. Oh god, why is this called Resurection? Why is this one called Resurection? Alright. Alright, hit me. What is this gonna be? Is this finally gonna get to the confirmation why her eyes are red or some shit? Rubuska's home.
What's his name?
Morning woman, huh?
Victor. His name was Victor. He loved yogurt. The sour kind, with no sugar. I used to find him sleeping in the fields just after harvest. This was his hat. He never left home without it.
Her trembling hands clutch a felt hat charred at the brim.
You can't really bring him back, can you?
The girl raises the flute to her lips and breathes a short note. A small shadow rises slowly, wearing a hat.
God above! Victor! Child!
The girl who calls herself a vampire travels her town, reviving the dead with her arcane skill. With so many lives lost to this war, people cling to the hope she brings desperately. Yet in a world so choked with death, her resurrections seem like a fairy tale. This war was her keepsake.
Rubuska, my mama. Is she still okay today? Rubuska, I brought some food. Please take it. My Milena can't eat anymore, so at least you should. It would make her so happy to know you're fed. Do you need some buttons or hair clips? I found these. Take them. I even found oranges.
Oranges. Oh, immediate PTSD. Stop.
Grandpa used to love oranges.
Hey! Rubuska, is this the red potion you wanted? I found it. Take it. Penka and Terwell must be driving you mad. They never settle down. When Penka was little, her arms filled with offerings, and Rubuska stands there at a loss. People scour the ruins for food, medicine, scraps of their former life, all to pay tribute to the little vampire. Some plead, some give thanks. Her mind stirs with familiar voices. Now, without even calling on her shadows, she can hear her family's voices.
Take what you need, darling. Preserve your life. You've already brought so many souls together.
You're very dear to us.
You make us so proud.
These are tough times for vampires. I can only imagine how difficult it must be for humans.
If only it were not this way. This war is terrible indeed. But though we vampires are strong, it is a shame that so much has been put on your shoulders, my dear.
Rubuska!
Rubuska, I've become a real vampire queen. Just like Arnold V. Everyone looks up to you, right?
The crowd fixes their desperate eyes on Rubuska, waiting for her to summon her shadows again, to call forth the lost. Her claims of being a vampire are an afterthought. They care only that they can see their families again. Truth and legend mingle in their grief.
A vampire should never use her powers to bargain for favors. Your loved ones, like mine, already live inside the shadows.
You have my word.
I don't need these things.
Her eyes fall on the poultry food they've come to offer her, trying to silence the protests of her aching stomach.
Oh,
I'm not... I just...
The starving child cannot keep up her performance. She leaps into the crowd to grab the offered food.
Eat, Rubuska. You vampires can still eat human food, can't you?
It doesn't matter. You can't keep starving yourself, girl. You're still just a child.
Child.
She whispers it, then hesitantly picks up a cold, meaty patty and takes a bite. That's a lot of munching there.
I haven't had meat in so long.
thank you.
Aww. She takes the red potion and some food, enough to sustain her a little while longer. Looking through the glass while the world before her bleeds red, and her eyes are stained the same. She blinks once, twice, into a world turned crimson. Alright. Who is this Rubuska? The one they claim can raise the dead?
I heard that.
All we know so far is that she appears around grieving villagers. The captives won't say where she is, but this resurrection thing, they really believe it. Why don't we just kill some of them then, to bait her out? She's been clever so far. And those shadows, we've lost our share of officers to the militia. Perhaps this Rubuska can bring them back. Oh shit.
Of course.
We have to find her. Be ready, sir. The officer grinds his boot into the dirt, raising his voice. You had the right idea. If she shows up when people die, then we just need a few corpses. Bring them here. Yes, sir. Oh boy. Oh, that won't be necessary, Rubuska. A figure steps out from under the dark trees.
It's true. I can bring the dead back to life. But
Only a vampire can be reborn. So when they return, they'll return as vampires.
No matter what.
I don't care what they turn into as long as they can be of use. He signals his man with a glance. A pistol lifts quietly, aimed at her small feet. Little girl, if you give us what we want, then we will reward you.
Reward? What reward?
Whatever you want, girl.
I want...
Her words cut off, as if sinking into a greedy kind of thought. A bullet bursts from the barrel, flaring in the dark night. The shot is true. The figure beneath the tree drops with a groan of pain. Grab her! Boots scrape hard against the ground, the soldiers rush in, but all they find is a fading shadow.
Vampiric resurrection can only be done on a bright night.
Her voice changes direction, echoing from far away.
I will wait for you here on the next full moon.
Don't forget to bring the reward with you.
Smart. Smart, she sent in her shadow doppelganger. Alright. How are we ending this? How are we ending this? With her escaping her old town? My blood, I swear. Alright, final one. Let's see. The full moon rises as a troop of soldiers marches into the cemetery. Keep your nerves steady. This vampire may try to trick us. Just remember, those shadows of her have no flesh to them. They can't hurt you. She's just a sly little brat. Now we put an end to this. He hisses out his orders. All across the town, rumors spread of the dead rising in the cemetery, reaching even the soldiers of the garrison. Now bathed under the stark moonlight, the place is especially eerie and cold. His words do little to calm his soldiers' nerves.
No matter what.
We catch her tonight. If we can't take her alive, then we put her down. His face twists, his voice a snarl through gritted teeth. A single flute note splits the silence. She's here! Don't panic! Find her! As the sound of the flute grows closer, the soldiers scramble to find its source, only to find something far more terrifying. Shadows surge up like giants towering over the cemetery. They close in, looming over the soldiers below. They grow until the cemetery is consumed by darkness.
Stop!
Steady, man! Do not shoot! His voice is drowned out by the music and the panicked murmurs of his soldiers. The dark figures looming above them suddenly crash down, forming into different shapes, covering every surface. The graveyard becomes a pitch-black hell. A hell in which all their worst nightmares are magnified. Nice. Are we doing a minigame again? Oh, we are. Uh-huh. Shadows A and B. Oh, this one is a bit more complicated. Okay. Oh, no. Not this one, huh? Ah. Oh, I didn't see this one. Okay. Oh. 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 Right, okay. There we go. Okay, now we're getting a bit more complicated with these. Okay, this one is easier though. Sure. I say that and then I screw it up. Uh-huh, okay.
Help!
Ah! Demons! Demons! Gunfire cracks bullets shred into the dark, but find no purchase.
Stop!
Hold your fire! They're all shadows!
Never become a vampire.
The officer keens his ears, trying to find the source of the voice. He fumbles for his pistol, but finds his hand trembling too much to aim it.
You'll only die in terror. The moonlight will burn your skin. The darkness will devour your soul. And even in death, you'll never find peace. You'll be cursed, tormented forever by the endless longing to be what you never can.
Nice.
I swear it.
The officer empties his pistol in a blind panic. Silence. The shadows stand unmoved among the graves.
What's wrong?
Oh, what the hell? They thought they had heard wailing cries. Now only silence. The soldiers pant, guns still raised, ears straining. All in the wind answers. Huh? Oh, we're back on the train.
Just like that.
And so, the great vampire Rubuska was finally reunited with her family. And they had more companions. Together they guarded their land so that no one could trespass there again.
Once peace had returned to her hometown, Rubuska sensed a greater calling. So, she set out once more. Wow.
Okay, so probably a bit of an embellishment on her part. I mean, she's the author of the letter. But if that is true, so basically when she stayed behind, she, I guess, scared off the soldiers that were occupying the town with her shadow play. That's kind of a neat thing if that's what happened. Very nice. Also, yeah, the red vial being probably what she's using to color her eyes red. Interesting. I wonder what's in the vial, actually, to turn her eyes red and not actually hurt her eyes, essentially. Ima sits beside her, eyes sparkling eyes sparkling in awe at the tale of Rubuska the First.
That was incredible.
She truly is a remarkable vampire.
Clever, brave, and unyielding. Truly a remarkable vampire.
She praises her sincerely, warm words stacking one after another, until the storyteller's cheeks flush red.
Well, you're not wrong. That's the end of Rubuska the first story. As for next time, what should I write about next time?
Your journey's on the train? She puffs her cheeks and balances the quill under her nose, frowning in thought.
It's obvious. Now you must tell them what happens to Rubuska the first next.
Oh!
Huh? Next? Her adventures are still going on, are they not? So she will soon have all kinds of new adventures.
She smiles softly, her voice filled with warmth and encouragement.
Huh. You're right. It's time for a new story.
Oh, right!
She pushes the written letter toward her, her tone pleading and serious.
This letter, will you help me make it better? You've already taught me a lot. I fixed all the small spelling mistakes I made before. Huh. How did I do this time? Is it any better?
She gazes at her friend with eager anticipation, but Aima simply slides the paper back.
I don't think it needs any edits.
This is your story. The story of Rubuska the vampire.
You should keep it just the way it is.
Aww. Her lips curl into a smile, so sweet it warms them both to the core.
Thank you.
But maybe you can look for any spelling mistakes? I'll check it over one more time.
A knock comes at the door.
Come in, please.
A tall and slender figure steps into their cozy room.
Isn't it a little late for you to be up?
Mom. Mom is here.
Conductress, we're writing letters. We're going to drop them in the postbox tomorrow at the station. You should both be asleep. I see my training hasn't quite set in, has it, Rubuska?
She presses herself flat against the desk, terrified. Another special training session is about to begin.
Relax. You'll think me a cold-hearted taskmaster, don't you?
She pulls out 2 pieces of knitwork in different colors.
I'm glad you're still up. I wanted to give both of my best stewardesses a special Christmas gift.
Wow.
Scarves? The seasoned stewardess pounces on the gifts. The white shawl belongs to Aima, the red to the newly promoted stewardess Rubuska.
Ruby.
Here, Rubuska. This one's yours.
For me?
Mine? Conductress, all this time you were knitting this for...
She recalls how she grumbled beneath that red yarn ball balanced on her head.
Stewardess, Rubuska.
You should reread the section on employee benefits, Rubuska.
Is one of the employee benefits everyone gets a scarf from Chorus? I'm in. I'm in.
Thank you.
She unfolds the red fabric, but rather than a shawl, she finds it drapes much lower, like a crimson cape. It may not be as grand as a true vampiric cloak, but it is warm and soft.
Merry Christmas.
Well, that is appropriate to say right now. We're still in that period. But also very cute. So she basically got a knitted cape that is adorable.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Aww. She hugs the knitted red cloak tightly to her chest.
I'll never hang upside down in the carriage again.
Cross my heart.
Adorable. A tiny little family on a train. Okay, thank fuck, we're done. We're done. Oh. What the shit was this? Phew. Holy hell. Oh, great, thank you for reminding me about that right now. Oh my god, this was, oh, sorry for bumping the mic, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh! Alright. Alright. I have survived this emotional torture. I hope everybody else has. If you didn't, I will share this bottle of whiskey with you. Holy hell, what a story. Jesus Christ, I don't think I needed to see more of that time period of her, being in that spot of her parents being, still alive, quotes. But I guess I got it. I guess we got it. And, okay, it's behind us. Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas indeed, and a Happy New Year. Thank you, Blue Puck. I know the story originally did not release on Christmas, but thanks. Thanks for this. Very much. I mean that partially with sarcasm. Oh boy. Alright, alright. Before I check out that gameplay mode, I will... I don't know. I think I'm gonna decompress with the survey and then, then we're gonna read the... then we're gonna read the character notes and stuff from Rubuska, so, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Alrighty, survey done, and very funny, of course they gave her the Bloodtith squad that I'm pretty much using with her. Oh yeah, one little thing that I've noticed with, I think this is what they added with this patch. Is it this thing? Oh yeah, it is this thing. This is very useful. This is honestly very, very useful. I went through a couple of older characters as well just to see recommended themes and stuff like that. To put the characters in with, and this is very useful. I wish this would have been in the game for a while. More games need this kind of like thing of here is a recommended team, so I don't have to go, you know, to an outside page or something, or whatever. Look for the billionth YouTube video to find. I know, content creation and stuff like that, but this is very useful. Trust me, stuff like this is very useful. But very cool. Also, does this mean there? Usually I have her in the last spot. Is she recommended to be in the first spot? For the setup? Just curious. Anyway. Now then, I will be missing obviously a couple of notes. I will be missing the item and I will be missing the story on 80%. But considering that I have the vast majority of this stuff unlocked, that's fine. We can always splice that in from the wiki page. So thank you, wiki page, and thank you, wiki people, for that. But anyway, let's see. Rubuska, an Arcanist's work first exhibited in the 1910s for 14 years, completed in the spring on May 29th. Origin exhibited near the Bulgarian-Serbia border, now touring throughout the Balkans. Definitely touring. Medium is Shadow, of course. Inspired the Shadow in the Flute, Mineral of Wanderer. Okay. Fragrance note, floral chiffon, rose, patchouli, and red berries. Nice. Alright, voice lines. Will I be missing some? Oh yeah, I'll be missing the one for 70%. Okay. Literally 3% off. But anyway, let's see.
Ha! Rubuska, the greatest vampire of the century, graces you with her presence. Now
yes.
Where is my welcome banquet? Oh, I do hope there's bonita.
Also, I didn't really look at this originally in her in the promoted stuff, but she has so many scrapes on her arms and stuff. Good God.
In winter, birds hop around on the fields and peck at the crops. So, I thought I'd leave my shadow standing out there. You know, to scare them off. But every time I lay down, it does too.
Of course.
The future? That's a long, long time for a vampire. Do I really have to plan it all out right now?
Yes.
Oh, but I do have an ending line in mind for my story. Till the very end of her near-endless life, Rubuska stood strong as a guardian over all she held dear.
Aww. That's sweet.
Aha! Someone's zoning out! Nothing escapes a vampire's eyes. Ah, so you've come knocking at a vampire's door. That's how all the best stories start.
Heard this one a couple of times now.
I'm tough. The sun's nothing I can't handle. But maybe we can keep the curtains closed just a little longer.
Not a morning person, I understand that absolutely. Hi.
Choo-choo-choo-choo! Hop on and let's barrel through the morning mist together. Adventure lies ahead, and there's a whole life to live out there.
Alright, thanks for the spooky wake-up call.
If the night is the shadow of the sun, then could we say that vampires are the shadows of people? I mean, people get scared of their own shadows sometimes, don't they?
Yeah, interesting thought. Alright.
The cemetery wasn't all that scary. When the moon was full, it shone even brighter than a castle banquet. But the steaming platters of food, the singing, the dancing, there wasn't any of that. Only silence and sadness.
Uh-huh, yeah. Literally saw that just now. Uh-huh. Thanks for the reminder again.
Mama used to fix my hair with a wooden comb and braid it for me. After what happened, it got all scorched and tangled, so I cut it off when I found some scissors, even though they were rusty.
Oh, flute again?
One day, Taco found a good piece of wood, and Mama carved it into a cavall. I blew its first note. I've woken up so many people with this little thing. Comes with being active under the moonlight, I guess.
Tatko. That's how it's written. With T's. Or T, I guess. in Slavic languages. Okay. I honestly couldn't hear it. I was trying to hear it at the beginning and during the story in general whenever she said, whenever she was saying dad, but in her mother language, of course. I couldn't hear if she was announcing it or saying it with a D or a T. Sounded almost the same. Okay, Tatko. Also very funny. This is the only place where they've written it out. Interesting. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. This one.
You try to pick me up too? You can't. You're barely any taller than me.
All right.
So many picture books about gallant knights and noble princes, which is nice and all, but where are all the picture books about vampires? It's not fair. You're kind of like a vampire yourself, you know? Calm, reserved, always thinking about something mysterious.
Sure.
Ooh, Vertin, watch this! I can make a shadow doll that looks just like you!
Oh God.
Give me your hand, and I'll show you.
Oh God. Not gonna lie, I do wanna actually see Vertin interaction with her. That would be funny as hell.
The train gets passengers from all kinds of places, and even the carriages put them into different classes. But in the end, we're all together, you know? All going to the same place. After today, there's tomorrow for all of us. Oh, I could conjure up a shadow double to do the boring jobs for you if you want. Only bad thing is, it can't speak. But hey, you don't do much of that yourself anyway.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to a shadow double that could do like cooking and stuff while I'm working on a video. That would save up like a tremendous amount of time during the day. Be productive. Anyway.
Fangs out, time to feast.
Uh-huh.
Anyone queasy seeing blood?
Nah.
Listen to this. Slosh, slosh.
Slosh, slosh.
I smell blood.
Yes.
Feel like making some new pointy-toothed friends?
Nah.
Oh, hello, my shadowy friends. Let's dance with the shadows.
Oh my god, that pierced my ears.
Enjoy it, friends. Now, give us a big smile. Get off. Ah, yeah! Vampires don't just thirst for blood, we crave victory, too. Blood is red, shadows are black. And me? I think it's time I choose my own color.
Huh. Interesting.
Hey, come feel my teeth. Do you think they're getting sharper?
Why do you... Alright. The 70% one, is it maybe on the wiki? Alright. I presume this is the monologue line that is missing here. I'm just gonna read this one out, because sadly the voice files are not linked here yet. It says, of all the vampire stories, this is my favorite. The brave, powerful vampire helps her mortal friends defeat their enemies and heads home. And when she opens the door, there's dinner on the table, and her whole family sitting around it, waiting to eat together. Alright, yep, Been through that story. Thank you. Again, thanks for the reminder. Good God. This character is just gonna destroy me. Anyway, the 3 items. The Shadow's Haven. A 7-hold flute. The interviewee handles it deftly, as though conversing with an old friend. From her manner, it seems the flute is to her what a shadow is to its bearer, inseparable, ever-present, and bound to her being. Alright. Secrets in the Satchel. A finely crafted little pouch filled with tiny bottles of strange scents. From the smell, they appear to contain a dying agent popular in the Balkan region. When asked, the interviewee offered no clear explanation, only saying with a cryptic smile, "That is a vampire's most secret of secrets." Okay, so yeah, again, the little red bottle she carries with her is what she's using to color her eyes. I still wonder what the bottle is. Some food coloring, I guess? It has to be something that is not aggressive to the eye then, if she's using it to color her eye color, to color her iris essentially to be red. Okay, 3rd item. Blood-streaked hair ribbon. An ordinary hair ornament, the kind that can be bought anywhere. Though worn and frayed, it bears the marks of long companionship with its owner. The interviewee lamented that the raspberry decoration once attached to it had gone missing long ago, leaving only the ribbon still clutching her hair. At the end of the interview, your humble writer presented her with a cherry-shaped trinket as consolation. Oh, that's very cute. That's very cute. Alright. Story time. Let's see. Part 1. Vampires. Horrific legend or romantic fantasy. Either light it on fire or bury it in the ground. Chop off the head and drive a stake through its heart. Bring garlic and silver and some holy water. See, people have devised so many ways to deal with those fabled blood-drinking monsters, though some are little more than the ramblings of fools or superstitions handed down through time. Today, the vampire has moved from the realm of Balkan Slavic folklore to the circles of Danubian literary salons, marking its transformation from folk horror myth to a fashionable theme in urban literature. Works such as Carmine, the Blood Feaster, and Drac the Impaler found instant acclaim upon release. Soon the fervor spread, readers donned fangs and velvet, some even stepped into the limelight to become the very monsters they adored. Perhaps the vampire need not always be a monster. We could paint them as melancholic, perhaps even beautiful beings. Just don't, at least in this universe, don't make them sparkle like diamonds in the sunlight. Anyway, where were we? Beautiful beings. Remarked a literary critic from the Red Wool apartment overlooking the Danube. Complexion pale, eyes crimson, and a smile betraying only sharp fangs. Interesting. From overlooking the Danube, huh? Will that be... No, that has to be, from the Red Wool apartment. Yeah, that has to be, Rubuska then. A Red Wool apartment, it just hit me. Corvus was busy. Corvus was busy making a lot of woolen ornaments. Anyway, part 2, Investigation Record Rubuska. The surviving passenger. Yes, a little girl with red eyes. That means she might have been a monster, the kind that knocks on your door at night and drains you of every last drop of blood. But then again, how could she have had the nerve to sit there, calmly drinking soup with a silver spoon? Station quarantine officer. She had no shadow, none. I swear on my mother's grave. That Rubuska didn't cast a shadow under the light, and her reflection didn't show in the window either. Damn it, this train's looking more like a sideshow by the day. Still, I'm only here to check for diseases, not vampires. She's clear. Next. Alright, new attendant. An interview? Can you keep my name out of it? Alright, hello. I'm one of the train attendants and I just got this job recently. Rubuska? Of course I know her. She's a vampire, and what a vampire. She's easily the most popular attendant on our train. She's a smart one. She knows she's small, sure, but that tiny frame can cast a shadow big enough to scare anyone. Whether folks see it or not, they're scared either way. That's cute. That's very cute. Okay. Very interesting. And now for the 80% bond thing. Rubuska the First. Starting with Pandora. The revered and terrifying vampire Duchess, heir to Castle Argus, last descendant of the Impaler, the Twilight Shadow, the Nightmare of the Danube, Her Excellency Rubuska the First. My apologies, Miss Rubuska. Our interview time is limited. Would it be alright if we dove right into your story? Oh? Then you like vampires too, huh? Alright. But where does mine begin? Well, just look at me. I've got red eyes, fangs, and no shadow at all. I look the part, don't you think? I'm inclined to believe you, though your tone suggests I should reserve judgment. In truth, I'm a real fake vampire. Or a fake real vampire, if you like. Or even a fake vampire. She's honest at least in this thing. I mean, I've got all the markings of a vampire, don't I? So tell me, why shouldn't I be one? People take one look at my red eyes and start to wonder. Then they notice there's no shadow behind me. And that's when they start to believe and start to fear. That's quite clever of you, Miss Rubuska. In chaotic times like these, fear is our greatest shield. Well, what do you think, ma'am? Am I real or just pretending? Why not both? Why not both with with that attitude. Alright, and that is it for all of this stuff. Closing thoughts. This child deserves all the happiness. All the happiness ever. Good God. Ooh, this was one hell down the memory trip for her backstory. I could have done without it. I've already seen a glimpse of it in the main portion of the story. I could have done without more heartache. But anyway, was pretty good backstory, depiction, and just a showcase of why she is the way she is, and yeah, pretty heartbreaking, especially the scenes where she's continuously just like lying to herself, even though there's still that inkling of she knows, but she's keeping essentially the mirage, or I guess the shadow, up to keep it going, probably to keep herself sane at the end of the day. But yeah, very interesting, especially if the story's end there also indicates that that she actually managed to scare people, the soldiers, maybe away from the town, the ones who were occupying, just purely by manipulating the shadows and scaring them by the stories told around her. That would be neat. And yeah, the final little thing, I'm kind of happy that they also kind of don't really out loud say it, but they did still point back to the whole little red bottle thing, which again I did see some of you say, I think either on the previous or the episode before that there is to remember the red bottle she carries with her, that could be whatever she's using to color her eyes. Again, they don't say what it is. I'm just wondering what it is. I mean, it could be food coloring, right? It has to be something that is not aggressive on the eyes to to be applicable, or otherwise that's a pretty dangerous thing to do. That is a pretty dangerous thing to do, to pour something into or onto your eye just to color it. But yeah, overall pretty good background story, and we are left with one more character story in like what, 2 days from now, I believe. Where is it? Yeah, I love that it's called Cold Steel. I'm immediately being drawn to The Legend of Heroes. Funnily enough, it has to do with trains. Probably, I don't know. I don't know if this story is gonna actually have to do with trains, we'll see. But yeah, throws me for a loop. But anyway, this was pretty good, and now, before we wrap up this episode, I'm gonna check out the Storm Protocol and see what this is about. So let's hop into this thing. Let's see, start simulation. Don't think there is anything else. There is an index. Oh, 59, 71, 60? Holy shit, 3 endings. Okay. Okay. Interesting. No introductory cutscene this time. Okay. Anything on this? Oh, this is just a reward track. Okay. Oh, there is a cutscene. Oh, there is an actual cutscene. Holy shit. Oh god, no. 77, 114, 46, 32, 85, 108, 114, 105, 99, 104? What? Oh, for fuck's sake. You know what? No, I'm not reading these numbers out. What is this? Okay. Excuse me? The researcher steps into the room, surprised to see so many people inside. He gives polite nods. Oh yeah, these guys, right. He gives polite nods to them. Enigma, Hisabeth. Oh! Enigma, Hisabeth, Medicine Pocket, Mr. Apple, though not a researcher himself, always at Regulus' side, and a woman wearing a foundation badge, then waits quietly for Ulrich to respond. Ulrich looks up from his stack of reports. Pardon? 79104. The researcher's eyes widen for a moment, then he quickly pulls a device from his pocket and recites a string of long numbers into it. After a short pause, an artificial voice speaks from the device. Sorry, Mr. Ulrich, I forgot to switch the translator on. There's a strange fox-headed character asking for you. Fox-headed character? Uh-huh. Oh no, it was my mistake. That report's got me stuck thinking in octal. I didn't realize you were using decimal. Ulrich gives a wave of his hand, as if brushing the numbers away. Must be Musée 3rd. We're on our way. Musée? Okay. The code-speaking researcher leaves the room. Enigma, who had maintained a mocking expression through the whole scene, now sees no reason to hold back his thoughts any longer. Oh, here we go. 3 minutes. Remarkable. Thanks to your great compassion in the toy box, we are now communicating as efficiently as early primates. At this rate, we might graduate from meaningless shouting to cave paintings within the week. Let's get one thing straight. This has nothing to do with my humanitarian efforts. The ferrofluid flickers with irritation as he is forced once again to brush off the same accusations Enigma has been throwing at him since his return. In fact, if I hadn't cracked that lock on the beach, we'd still have no clue about the toy box malfunction, let alone where this damn language disorder came from. Two researchers, who clearly have no real reason to be in the room, exchange a glance. Clearly, they'd rather be involved in this project than stuck trying to communicate with colleagues who only speak in numbers and codes. Oh god. Not this again. Hey! If you count that fight right after they came out of the toy box, this makes it the 8th time. Just stay quiet and enjoy. Maybe if you'd focus on the actual project instead of worrying about those pieces, you could have returned the toy box before it unleashed all of its miseries onto the world, Mr. Pandora. Quit joking around. The language disorder is getting worse by the hour. Owen, the one who brought the message just now, still understands English, but Hannah's only been able to read Hill cipher symbols since yesterday afternoon. How can you be so sure it's not going to get worse? If you just stop wasting time on those silly simulations, we could shorten the pre-storm protocol by at least 30%. Assuming all the code language swimming around in that glass tank of yours hasn't completely scrambled your circuits. Assuming you're capable of being useful for once rather than only throwing out smug comments. Another argument breaks out, but before he can go any further, a quiet yet steady voice speaks up. Bean! Sorry. Sirs, I hate to interrupt, but did you say language disorder? Ulrich turns away, struggling to steady his turbulent emotions, pretending he doesn't hear Hisabeth heave a regretful sigh. She wanted to enjoy the show more. Correct, Miss Marcus. For the last 4 days, communication at Laplace has completely broken down. People are speaking in binary code, Morse code, even rail fence cipher. Almost everyone has switched to encrypted languages. We think it's linked to the toy box we've been using for pre-storm protocol simulations. During the inspection last week, Musée 3rd mentioned something was stolen. After that, the language disorder started spreading fast from the floor we keep the toy box on, and it hasn't let up since. While we haven't seen any other effects beyond the communication problem so far... Marcus looks nervous. Are you concerned this could, cause time disturbances? Oh, please don't panic. It's not going to trigger a storm inside Laplace or anything. But it will absolutely wreck our weekly briefings, lab funding applications, and the canteen's ordering system. In other words, it'll throw off Laplace's whole schedule. I'm just wondering, how can I help?
Codes and math aren't really my strengths.
Didn't you manage to write down that incantation from the circle? You were able to push past physical barriers and understand the real meaning directly. That's your arcane skill, isn't it? Our current issue is also about language, mathematical as it may be. Your skills in picking up hidden messages might just be exactly what we need.
Understood. I'll do the best I can.
Ulrich gives a small nod, pleased to see even a brief moment of calm, focused discussion. Musea III is already looking into it. Let's go. We need to confirm our next steps. Do we get to see this person? Well, I got my answer. A stuffed fox and a robo-head fox. This is like if regular and Mechagodzilla would fuse, I guess, into a single being, but in fox shape. Anyway, I don't even know how to voice you. I hope there's a voice line on you or something.
I'll keep working to fix the toy box and try my best to slow down the language corruption, but I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to go back inside it again.
You can't be serious. Enigma glares at the two-headed fox plushie, his voice brimming with disbelief.
This time it's different, my friends. The core of the toy box is gone, yes, but it hasn't left the system. I'm certain it's still in there somewhere, just not where it should be. There's a high chance, higher than 90%, that it's moved to the program layer, and that means it's deeper inside the toy box.
Wait a second, Whiskers. Be clear. What exactly are we supposed to find? A piece? A component?
Well, that's the tricky part. I don't really know how to describe what it looks like. From what I can tell, the toy box's cognitive systems are functioning as they should. Simply put, it might not have a fixed or familiar shape now. But not to worry. Just as a corrupted language still functions as a language, the core should still hold its basic cognitive properties. Perhaps you'll notice its shifting forms follow some kind of logic.
Even though Musea III speaks with all the soothing skills of both a businessman and a stuffed animal, neither Ulrich nor Enigma seems any more relaxed. So what you're saying is we're hunting a Proteus with almost no leads?
Precisely, my friend. And I wish I had some seal skins to give you. Before I forget, if the
seal skins. Wow. From which age are you? All right.
Before I forget, if the language in Laplace has become this bad, things inside the toy box are probably even worse. Do you still have a translator?
Everyone turns to look at Apple, whose long silence now feels less like a gentleman's politeness and more like someone caught in an awkward situation. Has last what? One? What? Oh, is he breaking down?
Interesting. He's speaking like one of those little black fuzzy creatures. I suppose critter communication does qualify on some kind of symbolic system.
Oh, he's speaking like a critter, okay. The apple skin has never looked so red. He quickly hands the translator to Ulrich. Please help this apple soon, my friend. The ferrofluid trembles deeply in its tank, probably the equivalent to a deep breath for a human, in an attempt to stay calm. Alright then, translators, Proteus, language and cognitive disorders. Sounds just like the chaos before the storm, but at least now I know how to deal with the pieces. I'm ready. No, I'm ready. Enigma steps forward, a dark look on his face. Considering how humanitarianism seems to overtake you at the worst possible times, it's safer if I handle it this time. Oh? Is he the point man? For this one? Enigma playable man? Holy moly, boatload of text in front of my face. Begin exercise. Uh-huh. Over the last few days, a strange linguistic anomaly has been spreading throughout the LSCC, causing people to speak in all manner of peculiar codes. Although Musée III appears to have explained much of it, the problem still falls to us to solve it. Fortunately, the Foundation isn't keen to see Laplace operate by means of sign language and Quipu, and has agreed to send Marcus as a temporary assistant to lend us her reading-related arcane skills. The situation is grave and time is short. To avoid wasting any more time, I have decided to enter the toy box myself to personally address the issue. A report on Laplace language estrangement, Adler Hoffman. Okay. Oh. Defeat the final invading monster, the most supreme warlord. Oh, this was from the first one as well. Okay, so this is the same, on day 3. Uh-huh. Okay, well, this looks the same. This place looks abandoned, like a recycling dump.
Wow, this is incredible. You built all this?
I hope they've been maintaining it properly. You know how much work it took for us to finish this project. If possible, I'd like you to... As long as you keep quiet, I'm sure everything will go perfectly.
Come on, Adler. I can't wait to see you nail it.
And I hope you don't start chewing on a box out here. The environment's changed since last time. Is this the effect of the language deviation syndrome? That fox certainly knows how to boss people around. Open the map. Let's figure out where to start. Tap here to dive into the toy box. Uh-huh. The materials aren't as good as last time, Ulrich. I hope that wasn't intentional, Researcher Adler. We can't just wander around blindly. Let's pinpoint our target first. Each map contains objectives that grant translation progress. Thanks to them, we can locate language anomalies more precisely. Okay, main target: follow the scientific intuition device to the Translation Institute to gain 25 translation progress. Okay. This field exercise is far more complex than the last one. We'll need to examine it closely. Okay. Map effects, huh? Tap here to confirm. Sure, I would love to read, but sure. Cognitive contamination will appear in this field. Excessively contaminated something will follow an attack. Okay. Uh-huh. Select the team members to participate in the field exercise. Select the assistants to participate in the field exercise here. Yeah. Well... Oh, wait, is this my selection or is this... Oh yeah, it is my selection. Okay, hold on. Alright. Assistants, do I even have someone? Ordinary Civilian G. When deployed in field exercise, vision +1 on Safe Haven and the front lines of Babel maps. Okay, sure. The only one I have anyway. No gadgets right now. Okay. Start. What? Should I thank you for thoughtfully preparing our supplies ahead of time? Oh, wonderful, and thoughtfully priced too. Okay. The departure shop sells all kinds of useful items. Buy what you need. When you're ready, tap here to exit. Yeah, okay. How much can I... Where can I tell? Oh, I have only 200 bucks. Well... I can't buy anything right now, I guess. Interesting. Transportation vehicles, all costing the same amount of whatever this money is. What is this? Ulrich the Unerring? Researcher Adler, remember that not all types of glass can keep out harmful gases. Hey Adler, don't take it off! Immune to misty bubble terrain, negative effect in the field exercise. Don't lose sense of direction. Okay. Cleaner the pristine. Immune to oily sludges. Alright. Doesn't slow down on or obtain junk. Okay. It keeps cleaning itself. By the way, its unusually normal name comes from a ban on using co-workers' names. Okay. Spathodia the unignitable? Uh-huh. Immune to flame trap, terrain negative effect, yeah. Although it's built to withstand temperatures of up to 2,800 Fahrenheit, the cockpit doesn't have proper cooling. Yeah, not even a fan. Holy shit, it's an oven. Vinsong the Unslippable. Immune to natural ice rink. Okay, makes sense. The white track contact surfaces teach us to live with ice. We're meant to slide over it, not cut through it. Rocking Pirate, yeah. Rock Pirate, the Unmovable. Immune to Water Spout Zone. Alright. Soon may Lucy the supply ship come to bring us sugar and tea and Dr. Pepper. Lucy the supply ship. That's funny. That is funny. Also, cleaner. Who is this supposed to be then? Anyway. Anything in here? Nitrogen booster? Uh-huh. A futuristic chrome-plated vehicle with incredible acceleration. Uh-huh, I know who this belongs to. Inverted hourglass, lab grade time stabilizer, flow rate synced with the storm countdown. Interesting. Fruit crate. Who came up with walking inside a suitcase? Don't ask. Summoning ritual. You can move things just by yelling? Since when did Laplace get this good? Okay. I don't think I want any items right now because I don't even know what would be useful in here. Let's go. Yeah, sure. It looks even flashier this time. Let's focus on our main target first. We might find some clues. This shows the general direction, but how we proceed is up to us. Okay, warning. Type 2 cognitive contamination detected in this field exercise. This type of cognitive contamination has an extreme impact on rationality. Residents of the suitcase exposed to this degree of storm erosion lose their reason and will relentlessly pursue and attack enemies. Oh, okay. They become mad! Very angry. Okay. Oh, I see. The target's somewhere far off. Oh, okay. It starts filling in if I'm closer. Head in the direction indicated. Okay. Oh, so the direction is indicating from where I am on the tile, huh? Interesting. Let's see. Sure. Spend time. Disoriented Foundation member. A Foundation member, you're glad to find an ally so soon, you greet him warmly. Hello! He turns to you with a surprised look and immediately draws his weapon. What's going on? Has the Foundation teamed up with the critters? Why is he attacking us? Okay, that's a battle. Go on, Adler, punch him. Don't let Laplace lose face. Stop egging him on. Punch him. Punch him good. Alright, I didn't know who to pick for the 5th slot, so whatever. I took the 2 assassins in the reserve slots. This is a lot of characters at once. It's this guy.
Agreed.
Oh, I forgot that the auto mode is turned on. The last thing I was doing.
Very well.
The last thing I was doing is
Clear.
what was that? What was it? I was doing something and I just left it on auto mode. Because I was not willing to spend 20 minutes sitting there. Alright.
Can I give everyone a ride on my back?
Well, that was easy. The restrained Foundation member still shows defiance, muttering angrily in a language you can't understand. Remembering the language issues outside, you pull out your translator. Once it's working, you realize he's spent the last 15 minutes trying to insult you, though at least they've been relatively polite insults. But this certainly isn't the time to bother with taking offense. Okay. As you're about to leave, a colleague calls out. You stop and he approaches to greet you. The language barrier no longer matters thanks to the translator. Why can I understand you? It seems the box system doesn't recognize you or properly assign you to the Laplace group, but that much is fine. Laplace's distinctive style likely only appeals to its own members, so your colleague doesn't raise any questions about your presence. Through his explanations, you begin to understand the current situation within the box. Inside the box, the civilians, Laplace, the Foundation, and Zeno can't cooperate due to language barriers. Over time, this has led to hostility between the groups. Each of the 4 factions controls its own territory. Even the critters, once abandoned, now act like rulers. In fact, they've even taken the calling themselves a kingdom. The most supreme warlord, a troublemaker from LSCC, has created a faction called the Glorious Carbuncle Kingdom in the lower area of the box with his other critter followers. They have been relentlessly attacking Xena's position in hopes of taking it from them. Prime Minister Ulrich, looks like your council's falling apart. To solve the problem, it seems you'll need to address them first, prioritizing their communication issues first, of course. Let's go. Alright. Also, the way they're playing this on a language thing here really reminds you of the whole the whole thing of the biblical story of how humanity originally had just one language, but then God came and what was it because of was it because of Sodom and Gomorrah or something like that? I can't remember exactly when or what the reason behind it was. I remember that God wanted to punish, according to the Bible, wanted to punish humanity for something, and God did so by pretty much giving humanity a multitude of languages so they couldn't talk to each other anymore, essentially, which is very interesting as a depiction of that. Anyway, let's see. This strange terrain looks dangerous. Where exactly did that fox learn to design maps? The special terrain Misty Bubble causes any unit entering it to lose their sense of direction. After purchasing the special vehicle Ulrich the Unerring, you become immune to this terrain effect and can move freely within it. Okay. Well, I cannot go into it right now, but this thing, or this guy. Crates Insurgent RD. A woman in a maid outfit stands there looking glum. She secretly fights back against the Crates gang. Knows all the nearby escape routes. Talk. Hello, how can I help you? Okay, talk. Those noises beyond the barrier, are we safe? Oh, this is just leave. Okay, recruit. Alright, civilian. When deployed in field exercise, automatically reveals 3 random looting spots when entering Safe Haven or the front lines of Bubble Map, okay? Treasure Seeker 1, when deployed in field exercises, looting time minus 20% on Safe Haven and the... okay, nice. Saves me on that. Hold on. Can I still go through this? Okay, but I become disoriented. Let's see. Ah, I see what it's doing. I mean, this is not bad. Exercise gift pack. Special supplies set aside for your first field exercise. Choose a set of gadgets you like. Negative status gadgets, dynamo gadgets, blood tooth. Alright. Spell Knot. At the start of the round, additionally grants the leftmost character high rank incantation 1 and high rank incantation 2. A vexing advantage, okay. Oh, I get all of these? Okay. Cracked Mauler greatly increases allied max HP when is in effect, okay, increases that and increases allied max HP. A tooth for a tooth, this one's yours. Egg of Dedication greatly increases allied penetration rate. Is in effect, Insignia Strike additionally increases damage based on the amount of blood tooth already consumed. Increases that, okay, sacrifice. Pomegranate Juice Sample increases allied damage reduction when blah 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 is in effect, increases blah blah blah. She claims it's just a vial of pomegranate juice. Sure. Is that a reference to that horror movie? Oh, no, that was a cranberry. That was cranberry juice. That's the reference from that movie. Anyway, annoying little gadgets. Why haven't they been deleted yet? Don't say that. They'll be quite useful later on in the expedition. So the folks really had to make this an adventure, huh? Alright, equipping gadgets. This loadout includes a new feature, the Empowered Gizmo. It offers additional benefits in field exercise. Installing it seems to grant extra abilities. What kind of design logic is this? I've been asking questions like an idiot since I got here. Alright, quick load. Bloodtooth. Alright. Bloodtooth. Activate Bloodtooth insignia. Okay, that was that thing. HP lost during an allied round triggers the launch of insignia strike once after action. Each point of Bloodtooth consumed deals additional damage. When Bloodtooth reaches a certain amount, insignia strike deals increased damage. The higher the this and that, the more damage is dealt. Accumulate Bloodtooth whenever an ally loses HP, immune to the Storm Syndrome Stage 1. The higher the... Oh, this is Fury, okay. The higher the Fury, the more Bloodtooth is gained at the end of round. Alright, cool. Boxes, and I see where we're heading. Okay, boxes. Oh, this shit is creeping in. A shabby crate appeal is to... A shabby crate's appeal is to humans what cardboard boxes are to cats. Sure, loot 30 minutes. Oh, vinyl disc, loot all. Okay, music is getting tense. Foundation paperwork, a grand building. Places like this never lack translation materials or talent. Unfortunately, the Foundation staff at the door refuses to grasp the importance of letting you in, insisting on an ID. Is my reflective uniform obvious enough? Obviously, gray checkered suits and silver heads are not the same, and the checkered ones tend to be harder to fool than applause. No sir, this is the Foundation, and if you're not staff, you follow the rules. Alright, can't escape this even if I never joined the Foundation. He rattles off procedures fast, mixing in code names only insiders use, synonyms that point who knows where, and acronyms that mean nothing to you. Luckily, you've learned how to fish for key details from the Foundation staff. In short, you need to file an entry application, get it approved, collect a temporary pass, and then register with it. It's okay, I've handled worse paperwork. But with the ongoing crisis, they've locked down the building. Every staff member has been confined inside and no one is allowed in or out. Which means, in other words, to go inside, you must apply, and to apply, you must go inside. Any good rule maker knows some procedures aren't made to be followed, but to stop you from following them. Still, the staff bows politely, apologizing for the inconvenience, and says you're welcome to return once you have a pass. I just remembered I do have a pass, and we attack. I don't have that level of clearance? Oh, you mean that? Poor Marcus. Poor Marcus. LaPlace employees, of course, know how to cut corners and find clever solutions. You take this badge, cover his shift in the building for a while, you take his badge, and even collect his paycheck. Okay. Natural amber. A desirable, high-value item. Merchants are willing to offer a high price for it, converted into research notes upon returning. Okay. Feeling tired? Next time, don't carry stones in your backpack. Thanks. Language input device. Can be submitted to any faction when returning to the Silver Sanctuary. The faction's translation materials plus 100. Okay. N is right beside O. No wonder it's so easy to type no. Funny. That is funny. Alright. This thing. Critter leader. No surrender, no compromise. Sure. Sure, buddy. Let's fight. Okay, these things. Sure, let's do this. Loots. In a way, the storm in this box is just as cruel as the one outside. But here, hard work is always rewarded, and that alone makes it more worthwhile than almost all other pursuits. Okay, research notes. Gold is worthless in this world, but research notes are a different story. Okay, that's pretty much it, I guess. So, interact with this thing. The Makeshift Translation Institute. Here you can translate and gain translation progress. Enter. The language translation is complete. Will you leave with the research materials? Yes. Translation progress. Quantitative measure of the translation progress. Accumulating translation progress can weaken powerful enemies. No one can really say how much work still lies ahead, but the empty ink bottle is proof of everything you've already done. Save return. Okay. Getting money and currency. Cool, cool, cool. There we go. Okay. Recruiting assistants during the field exercise grants translation materials from their respective factions. Satisfied now? Your favorite humanitarian management concern. Uh-huh. Translation materials plus 200. Can I talk to you? This is loading something. Translation materials brought back from field exercises can be submitted to any faction to advance language decipherment progress. You can choose which faction to submit them to here. Foundation Temporary Office, Xeno Conference Hall, Laplace Translation Lab, Civilian Community Center. Raising the translation level of each faction unlocks exclusive buffs and rewards. Okay. I mean, I guess... Oh, I'm submitting all of it at once. Okay. Sure, let's go with the Foundation first. Okay. Translation progress gained during field exercises can be used to weaken invading monsters. Once translation is complete, the invader will appear immediately. By the way, the optimization was my idea, though I have no clue how it still runs under these conditions. Remarkable work, Musée Third. Language has power, or maybe just its manifestation. If only we could talk the damn anomaly into stopping. You're a daydreaming expert? Shut up. Tap a faction's building to view its exclusive buffs and rewards, okay? Repelling monsters invasion adds new buffs and items to the headquarters, which are available for purchase. Uh-huh. Ah, okay. What do we have? Loadout expansion ×2. Max number of... Oh, there is 2 to purchase. Max number of gadgets per loadout +1. Space sometimes calls for just a little compromise. Uh-huh. Lucy the Trailer expansion. Right. Max carry capacity of Lucy the Trailer plus 200. Space sometimes calls for just a little... Oh, that's the same flavor text. Empowered Gizmo Mystery Box. Select one of 3 random empowered gizmos upon purchase. The mysterious gift prepared by Musée Third. Nobody knows what's inside until it's opened. Gadget Mystery Box again. Alright. I don't even know. I'm gonna buy one of these. Sure. That's 400. That's 1,000. Let's buy one of these for now. And sure. Why not? Let's finish off this. Finish off these 2. The gizmo boxes can wait. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Again, I don't remember much about the first time playing through this, but... Alright. I can definitely feel that they changed some stuff around. The most supreme warlord. Okay, so this is the big bad. The boss of all critters in the scientific computing center who dreams of world domination snuck into the toy box after it arrived, planning to trap the researchers. When entering battle, the most supreme warlord gains 30 stacks of dynamo. Okay, so I could technically provoke him out earlier, I guess? Ah, I see. What? Ah. Okay, recruitable people. Okay, I see. Okay, interesting. Okay, so wait, let me go in order. So the Foundation Temporary Office has a random investigator, obviously the Great Mighty Duck, shopping hotline blueprint, okay, and obviously, random military guy for Xeno, of course. Mocking mask blueprint, okay. And Spaphodia, Spaphodia. What? Ignore that. Ignore that completely. The Laplace Translation Lab, of course, Windsong, yeah. The Civilian Community Center, very interesting. Best boy and Spuff. There's Spuff. Yeah, that's why she was on my mind. Okay. What's over here? As he waddles over very slowly. Oh, those are the other buildings. Oh, okay. I was literally scrolling through all of those buildings. Alright. Ah, this is the thing you depart from. District 73, so there are four districts in total, huh? Alright. Oh, and I just noticed that he's gonna appear, yeah, it's day 2, so in one day he's gonna appear. Okay. Ah, okay, so I can go back out and just continue then. Alright, that's good. That's also good. And this is also filling in. What the shit? Spell knot? Ah. Right, the blocktiff items. All of that is in here. What is... Oh, the civilian is in here, right. Right. And this has foundation paperwork, the critter battle, and the crates, I guess? Anything else? No? No? Anything here? No? Everything unknown? Okay. Wait, actually it says 3. Oh, in each category there was 1. Okay. Alright, but this is where I'm gonna stop for today. This has been... The initial recording for this has already been a bit, and the episode itself is already long, so we'll continue this next time. There definitely seems to be story to this one, this time around way more. I don't remember if there was actual cutscenes last time. I only... From the last time, I only remember Ulrich talking and Enigma chiming in a few times here and there. And then just literally exploring the maps and collecting resources, finishing maps, getting points, and progressing the whole thing for the Psytube, and that was about it. I don't remember any kind of too significant cutscene or anything playing during the last one. This one definitely feels a bit more there, a bit more involved in all the stuff. But yeah, we'll continue this next time and see how it goes. And next episode will be also the one for the next character, for Corvus, because her shit is gonna be unlocking next time as well. And we'll see that then, do some pulls for Corvus, and yeah, see a bit more of the Pre-Storm protocol. Not sure next time how much I'm gonna be leaving in, if it's just gonna be zooming over the map. I might just be hard cutting to like significant story moments or stuff like that, but we'll see. We'll see how the recording is gonna go. That's gonna be the crucial thing. If stuff is interesting and is happening, then I'm obviously gonna be including more in it. But that will be it for this one. So, as always, thank you very much for watching and listening. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, it will help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you want to support me more directly, memberships are open on the channel. And as I always say, no video will be behind a membership, it's below there for support. So thank you very much to all the members already doing so, much appreciated. And I will see you all in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.